Okay, it looks like we're live, so welcome back. Today I'm going to be continuing to work on Kano script. Alright, so last stream, implemented this, right? So now we can declare structs, and let me actually fix this because I kind of have it messed up right now because I was setting stuff. Dot y, yeah. So let's make this it's 5, just yeah. So this should work. Basically, we declare a struct here, then we can initialize it. So we set it to 5 and then 10, and then we change it to that, and then we exit with y plus x, right? So it should be 17. If I quit out of this and I run it, echo that, and 17. So that did actually work. And I see I do still print this out, so I need to get rid of that. Yeah, so we can do that. There is some issues. A pretty big issue is we have to do this, right? We can't just do that. That's not working. If I do that, struct value counts down there. So I need to fix that. And we'll just, not initialize it, right? It's not a big deal to do that. Because it all gets 0 initialized by default, so we don't have to worry about 0 initializing in the fields or anything like that. Like in C, if you initialize one field, the rest of it gets 0 initialized automatically. At least on the stack like this. Well, this isn't on the stack technically, but yeah. Anyway, so we can do that. And then also, yeah, we can set other fields. So if we do like this, I don't know what happens to that. I think it writes out of bounds. Oh yeah, it doesn't actually change it. Let's see, does it? Yeah, it doesn't change it. So you can see that. Unless it's changing that one. Yeah. I only know 6 numbers. Okay. Yeah, so it doesn't change. We can see that. So I think what happens is it writes out of bounds. If I look at that. So we have 3 push 3. Here. Yeah. So it sort of writes out of bounds. And that's not exactly good. We don't want that to happen. So that could cause a seg fault. That's not great. So that needs to be considered, right? We need to actually verify the fields. Okay, what do I want to do first, though? Because there's a few things. Basically just, cleaning this stuff up. So yeah, but it does work, right? And we can add more fields and things like that. So that's pretty cool. I sort of need to get more mature, right? So the goal that I want, so I want to finish this, like get this working so it's pretty nice. And then I'm gonna start writing some tests for it, things like that. Try to make some things like, Rule 110, that could be cool, because that's like turn complete stuff. Because we should be able to do that now, have most stuff for that. And then I also, want to go through and clean it up. I want to implement, right, I want to use an arena for the allocation, because right now I just malloc it, and I never free it. So there is a lot of leaks and stuff. But if we use an arena, or a couple arenas actually, like one for the tokens, one for the AST, things like that, then we'll be able to just free it up, and we don't have to worry about that at all. So yeah, we don't need to worry about leakage, anything like that. Yeah, so that, and then I also want to integrate it so that we don't compile to the assembly anymore, but instead we just compile directly to the bytecode. And that's actually not going to be too hard, but I want to get everything in place first. So yeah, I think what I'd like to fix first is this. Just verify that. Hey, Alavaz, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, so basically verify the field set, make sure it is correct. So that'll be the start. I think that makes sense. So that should be in the front end, in the person. Okay. So that's when we're declaring it, right? Parse that, right? So if it is a struct, and this, instead of having different bools for that, I can just have an eno. That might be better. Might be a good idea. So what do we do here? I don't really like the way I did this. I might want to change it up. We get the identifier, so that makes sense. And we check that it is an identifier. Hey Sigma, how you doing? The new uploading T-Max, yeah, it's pretty nice. I should have learned it before. Oh, but yeah, I do like it. It's quite nice to just, make things and things like that, right? Rename them, switching between, all that stuff. It's much better than different windows, like I had previously. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna fix some of this stuff up. Kill your terminal with shortcut. Yeah, I didn't figure out what the shortcut was, so I just did exit. I don't kill them very often, though, because I sort of just open 2 or 3 or whatever, and then just use them. Yeah. I don't know, it's not a big deal. Okay, we check for that. Right, so I think I want to change this from an arg, because I don't really like how I'm doing that. Like an argument like that. That doesn't really work. I think I can make it a field instead. Your terminal session saved, yeah. Yeah, I didn't figure out how to use all that yet. Whoops. Oh, I suddenly jumped to that. Okay. Yeah, let me go back. Let me go back. Yeah, so I want to change this up a bit. If you guys quit, you not you lose your stuff. Yeah. I did not figure out how to actually recover the session though, but I do know that it does that. Do indeed. But yeah, I don't know how to recover it. Because I wanted to get used to some of their stuff first. You know, that would probably be useful to know. Da, da. Trying to keep up with school and all. What about you? Sound like you still code at an incredible rate. Yeah. So I've had some school. It's not been too hard. Cause whoops. Yeah. So I've had a lot of time to just code. You know, in free time. Just pump out hundreds of lines of code. Yeah. Not necessarily very clean code, but code nonetheless. Trying to get better though. Panels are also cool. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know you could use quote for that. Really? How does that work? Ooh, okay. I did not know about that one. I knew about the percent one. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I just usually like to have more screen space, so I don't use that unless I'm comparing something directly. Like if I'm trying to build it, and then over here I have the code to go through like compilers and stuff. Otherwise, I prefer to have different sessions like this. Okay, yeah, so I want to change this to a field because I implemented that, and I can do it in a similar way, but it's going to be a lot easier to go through, right? Because this type isn't very useful because it's always going to be an expression. We don't even need that. We do need this is going to be the struct name. No, this is the identifier name. So, actually, how do we do that? Let me think. Yes, that's the identifier. Right, so I think that's the field name. But then I had that here, and that's part of the node. How do I get that? I don't know. Yeah, it's in the variable declaration. Look at that. Okay, I set it here. So I have the struct name there. But if I do that, right, then I don't need it at all because it's not actually a node, right? A node, not a node that we use. So it doesn't really matter in this case, right? So we don't need to append it. Essentially, is what I'm saying, because we just use it to know what to use when we declare the structs, or when we when we declare variables using the structs. Right. And we append that. Yeah, it's not. It's still an arg, but yeah. So I don't necessarily want to do it like that. I just want to make the whole node itself the field in that way. That's what it's called. So I do that, then I can append. Wait, can I set that though? And where do I append that actually? Where do I do that? Hang on, what is this? Yeah, but then we append at the end, so we do append the node. Because this is when we are declaring it. So to do that. Actually, I can't really use the field. Yeah, that is sort of for a different purpose. So I need to think, right? What do I need to do here? Does Titanium VM run OpenBSD? What do you mean run? You mean run on? Because I have not tested it. I assume it would work, but I'm not sure. I've only tested it on Linux, so I don't know. Well, this is the arg, so that can be the field. And the structure still needs to be that, right? Alright, so this is that we append it to the node for when we are compiling. Okay. We need to be able to change the count, right? We need to also verify, because I don't really do that now. Verify the name. So the var name needs to be in the structure. So, open based. Okay, comma, token. Right, and we just check that. So, it's kind of weird how I do that. Okay, so I think that's fine. I want to check it though when we're doing this, right? So I need to compare it, right? So I'm gonna make this an argument because does it? It still works except then we don't need the structure. So I could put it on Nix, so we can run on pretty much everything. Nice. How does that work? So, does that work on Windows, or is it just like any POSIX thing, right? I don't know a lot about Nix, so I am not even like a newbie because I have not tried to learn anything about it, right? I'm just kind of not knowing about it. So let's go back. So if we keep that, and then we can just compare it, right? We need to compare the identifier name. So if, man, how do I want to do that? I want to get the struct, which we should be able to get it before this, because we have the struct name. So if we iterate over that, because we have the list of structs, the current ones, we can iterate over that. Yeah. So let's get the structs. Let's do struct equals, can't call struct, structure equals get struct. And we need to pass pointer to structs, and then we also want the name. So it's node dot value bar struct structure struct name. That's what it's called. Let me see actually. Is that what it's called? This will tell me. Alright, unused parameter. I thought I got rid of that, but I guess I did not. Nix is meant to be a portable and declarative package manager. Pretty much works on any distro, macOS, and some BSDs too. We're using W file. Okay. I see. That's pretty cool. Right. Wait, so WSL. I don't really use Windows, and I haven't used Windows for a long time, so I have not used that. But does that, if I'm not mistaken, you just run Linux on Windows, right? Like it's basically like a, like that, right? Like an instance of Linux running under Windows, right? So you can run any Linux software on there, right? That is how it works. Unless I'm mistaken. What is this? Unused variable. Yeah. So I need to do that, and that is valid. So we need to make this function get struct. So we have one in the backend right now. But that is fine. So let's do struct get struct, and it can actually work the same. So maybe I can even declare it somewhere else. Okay. Shoot. I have an issue right now. Yeah, that. Okay. Don't worry about that. I don't want it to be somewhat organized, but also struct get struct. Whoops, do it again. Alright. Look at this. Struct. Let's see. So Windows work with a hypervisor, Hyper-V, and WSL allows you to run a Linux machine on the same level as the Windows system, but with communication between both. Okay. So it is an actual Linux machine. Unit that goes second. It's that. Alright. And so I don't know if it can work exactly the same, but yeah, it's right here. And it returns a node actually, so not a struct. Well, no, we can return .value.structs. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, so it's probably moves into a shared file, but for now I'm just gonna do this. Just gonna do this. Okay. It is slightly changed. And yeah, so we do not want to assert it. We do want to do this though. And let's pass the location in here so that we can do that of the current location block. For that, actually, I can get rid of that for now because we don't need it. But the assert, we do need assert because we're checking that here, right? Basically checking the same thing. But that should return that. And we do have to pass the location. That should be in the, alright, we need the struct. Do we have the name of it? We have no location. Alright. Twitch chat doesn't support images, so I can't show you the diagram. Oh, dang. You could put it on the Discord, and then I could pull it up as well. It's pointer. If you wanted to. Right. Structure. Okay, what is that? Okay, multiple. Yeah. Let's worry about that. Okay, then it compiles. So we don't use the structure, but now we can verify that it is one of the fields. So we'll probably check that here. So I should probably replace it with a hash map at some point, but for now, it should be fine. Structure, I think, is values. Okay. So I need to iterate through all of them. So how do I want to do that, right? This probably makes sense to use a function for that because I will use that in several other places. So we can just do, if not, this field, I can call it that. That should be fine. Pass the structure and then the name. So identifier.value.id. Then we just print an error here. Error. I'll do that, and then yeah. So same thing as this error. So well, no, you can't use the identifier. Because that's the identifier. So I'm using the wrong thing actually. I don't want the identifier, but instead I want the next one that we have. Wait, hang on. I'm not setting the field here. Yeah. Oh shoot. Actually, this is the identifier. So this is the field name. Yeah. Brain fart. Unknown. Field that. Actually, it's a string view, so we gotta kind of do that. But I don't need a new line there, so view print. Switch case and getting chunky, yes. Not a big deal though. Right. This is basically the last major feature that I'm going to implement for right now. Like, obviously I'll add more later, but I want to implement this, get it working, and then I will go through and, clean some things up, right? A lot of stuff with memory. Like, if you look through this with the memory, there's a lot of leaks everywhere, right? But I'm going to switch to probably an arena allocator as well, so that, we don't have to worry so much about that. For most allocations, at least. Things like that. Right. And since I'm the only one working on this right now, and I don't mind, long switch cases and stuff, then it is fine. But yeah, at least for now. So that should be fine. I need a colon. Unknown field. Okay, so then we need to make that. So if is field, so that's what we're gonna use. So I'll just put it right here as well. We don't need a location because we're just returning true or false. We do need a struct. Struct. Really fancy that. Structure. And then string view. Here. Okay. So we'll iterate over all of the fields. Whoops. if view compare let's see, I think it's dot name. It's the name field. Then, well, just return true, right? And we can get to the end. We can return false. Okay, that should be fine. Is field, and then check that. And that should be pretty much it for that. We do need to change that to big pointer, right? To pass it by reference. Node has no value dot named. Okay, so it's yeah, it is a value. It's a node value. And it though. I don't think it's an identifier. Let me let's see. Open a new one for this. No, it's probably, is it a field? The structs. I don't remember what I use. Oh, it's variable. That's what it's gonna be. Yeah. So it's dot var. That's what it is. I just forgot. What you feel like. Okay. And that didn't work. Also, I'm still printing that out. Let's see, where am I printing that? That's gonna be in the back if I'm actually doing that. So it didn't work, so I did something wrong for sure. Let me print it. And let's just print out the identifier, right? See what it is, yeah. X and Y. Okay, wait, what? Oh shoot, yeah, because it's not it is not here. If I use the wrong one here, if I do that, then it'll work. Unknown field. Okay, that's good, that's good. So that actually worked. Yeah. That's what I was working on. I was thinking that it was here, but that is in that's a different place where we're assigning it. We could still call the same function though. That makes sense to be a function because it's basically assigned the same way. Okay. But yes, we can do that. But something else I would like to do is be able to do this and not throw an error. Right now we do that, right? And that is actually in here because of the limitation. Not in here, but in the backend. So that is it's in here. Alright, so we don't really need to check this. Okay, but if this is greater than the total data type size, then we have an issue. Right. Oh, this is actually just the allocation of it. And then, yeah, here is where we generate the value of it. We're going to do that if it exists. So that's not, is that not going to be the right order, actually? Yeah, I saw that there. See, I don't remember why I'm putting that out there, because I kind of want to get rid of it. I thought it was in here. It must not. Is it in here? No? Expression. Oh yeah, it's right here. Okay, get rid of that. So let's go back here. So we allocate that and we generate the value. Don't know if that's right. So we initialize it like that. Foo.y should be 0 then in that case. So if I do this, right? Oh, you need the print in here, but I'm not gonna do that yet. Let's get rid of that, because that I'll fix that later. I want to get this working one thing at a time, right? That should be fine. Not right. Use and as well. Okay, but if y, the actual field, That is 0. That is correct. And this actually, that is not going to work as well. That, it's going to say 0. It should say 0. Yeah, but that's just garbage data, actually. We look at it. We look at what it reads here. We go too far, right? 16. That is the offset, because it just iterates to the end. So I know how to fix that. It's not a big deal, but basically we're reading garbage data, so that could have some issues. Have some issues for sure. So this looks like that works then. So let me see. Yeah, but then if I set then it should be 12. Yes, okay, so that works. So we can set it like that. So I need to check now. First, I think I'll do the expression. So, how do I want to check that? Yeah, so I can actually check it the same way that we're doing here. So in our primary, right, that's where we have this. Where is it? Have it over here somewhere. Struct, yeah. So it's into that, but then we need to check the variable name. Yeah, so once they get the struct, so let's do struct structure, we'll call it structure equals get struct. And that's actually, do I have access to those? I don't know. Yeah, so we can do this after, maybe? After we call that. Could we do that? I think so. But we have to do that each time we call it, so that's not great. Right. Because I want to check it, but then I have to update each instance of it. So I suppose I can do that. Structure. Get struct. Struct. So I don't have that yet. It needs to be. Oh, it'll be that. Okay. And then also in value item. And we can use that. So no, I want to use the other one. Value structure. So that's the structure name. I want to get the structure, and then what to do. If not, do you have a spec sheet for the instruction review? I do not currently. I'm not written that out. Basically, the closest I have to that is this, right? Just the header file, where it has all of these, and then you can go through just a big switch statement currently. Yeah, you can just see, like, most of them are pretty simple. But yeah, that's basically the best I have right now. I'm gonna write one up. It's kind of fluid right now. The instructions, like, some of them aren't used, so I need to get rid of the unused ones as well. And a lot of the code I wrote a long time ago, like several months ago, as well, that I need to go through and fix. Yeah. And if I need an instruction for the language, then I need to implement the instruction as well. Yeah. So if, actually I have it right here. Is here. Structure and we'll put an error and we'll say unexpected one, right? So token expected field arg and token value dot sets unexpected field. So yeah, now we need to update that parse primary. Right. That. You have to update a lot of places. Parse, let's go 1. So then if I anywhere I call parse expression, that I'm thinking maybe. Do I even have it here? I don't. Like this also. That's a lot of places I'm gonna have to go through. Start with parse expression. What if you calls this? Alright, then actually I think it's start doing recursive calls. Okay, then, let's see. Nodes. Okay, yeah, so that needs to be a pointer actually. Pointer period. It's gonna be a few of those. Tell me the ones that are in that main function, like that, not the main one, but the bigger function. That is already. That is. Yeah, in here. It's a pretty big function. Okay. A few more. And yeah. Alright, that should be pretty close. Almost it. What is that? Huh. Oh, so okay. I misread that message. Hmm. Clicking types for is field, really. Oh shit, I might have called it too early actually. Okay, I need to add it to the header file perhaps. Yeah, I will do that. Too few arguments. Oh yeah, so I need to update that as well. There's not very many of those, so I think that might be it. Actually, I might call it in here. No, I don't. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to update the header file now. Why is there two parts expression? That's not. I know why that is actually, but okay. Yeah, because I did it quickly. Alright, it's fine. I got rid of it. Uh-huh. Parse primary. Shit. There should be something with Lua. It's rather similar to Lua. It's like statically typed Lua, essentially. And there's some other changes as well. That's sort of mostly what I'm going for. What is the issue with that? I can show the syntax in a moment. I just want to get through this. Oh, should I see it? Structs. Okay. Alright. Almost. Yeah, I need to update all these calls. Actually, that might have been it. Okay, it's a declaration of get struck. Shoot, I need to make that. Or not make it, but declare. Okay. Oh yeah, it's get structure, that's right. Uh-huh. Too few arguments. Oh, we need the location, I forgot. Okay. And then some DA pen. I see. Almost there, almost there. Ah, yes, I'm putting it out loud. Okay, this should be the last thing. Okay. Yeah, basically the language looks like this, right? So this is, well, this is like structures that I'm working on right now. So you can clear a structure like that. So as far as I know, Lua doesn't have structures technically, but it has tables, which sort of like one, let me actually look at that. I don't know, I haven't used Lua too much. Not for anything complex at all. Just like Vim stuff, new Vim. Let's see. Yeah, so empty table, and I think you can use it like arrays, hash maps, and structs. Essentially, like kind of. Yeah, like this. Yeah. So I'm not doing that. I have different data structures for the different things. Yeah, so this is like a struct, and you can see this is the type here, and this is the identifier name. That's how you declare variables. You could make like X int as well, something like that. That's sort of how they are declared. Let's see. Yeah, you call that can write strings as well. I'm gonna make like a print function that calls to write on its own, similar to other languages would have. But I've not done that yet, right? So I can show a more complex example. I have like this, right? So this is for printing an integer. Yeah, so you just call this, and then it will basically convert it and then write it as a single character correctly. This could be different as well. I can do this. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure that's the same thing. It would work the same. Yeah, okay. So, yes, that was just something that did not exist when I wrote that. Yeah, but it looks pretty similar to Lua, in some of the ways that it does stuff. Syntax. Okay, stack compile. So, oh shoot, that's not good. Unknown struct. So get structure fails. Fails in here. Oh shoot, because I can't get that. I need to get the okay. That's not right. We experimented with different if statement syntax in your project, yeah? Well, how many different ways are there? I guess what I can think, right? Sometimes more verbose, sometimes yes, less, yes. Like something that would be more so would be, right, like, C, right? Those are quite a bit. And then I guess there's like, this as well. So there's 12, something like that, or let's see, then, and that's what I'm using actually. I think Lua is pretty much the same as that. I mean, yeah, that's most of the different kinds of syntax, right? How else would you do it as well? You could use those as well for either of those. Paste me find everything. Yeah, sure. Totally fine. Let's see. I want to print this out. Yeah, so that's the name. That's not the structure though. So we need to look at the current variables. Dang, okay. That makes it more complicated. To get the actual structure name. But this makes a lot of sense to do it in the parsing. So, because it's not always gonna be that, right? This is the variable name. So I need to look at the variables, get the current one from that. That means I have to go through and change it all again. So let's see. So what I can do. Uh-huh. Seeing here. So I need the variables now. I don't need this anymore though. That was an old thing before I added the yeah. Alright, so that's fine. If I do that, then I need to add it everywhere. Everywhere as well. In the same way that I just did. So I don't really want. I don't know. I kind of have to do that. Okay, that's fine. Makes sense anyway. So parse. And I probably could have made a structure that contained them all, and then just pass the one. Yeah, but I won't do that now. So okay. Should cover all of them. And this needs to be like that as well. Is that right? I don't have the variables. Oh shoot. Because I don't keep track of them here. So that actually is a problem. Yeah, hang on, let me go back. Let's see how did that file. It does. Okay, so I think that is a problem. I kind of structured this in a very inconvenient way. Alright, well here is what I shall do. I'm gonna take care of it in the backend. Shouldn't really be doing this, but once expert. Not fine, but Janet. You can just check it here. Temporarily. Because I don't really have time to start keeping track of variables and all that stuff, but I do keep track of it here, so it's not what is this? Okay, so here is what am I? Yeah, so it is here, right? Oh shit, I need to make a file. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to fix. Fix that actually in when you're generating it, right? So that's allocating the struct. This is the offset of it. What do we actually? Yeah, so here we are checking, right? No, we're not. Where are we checking? Right here. Yeah, yeah. So, and that if we go, if at the end, right? If we're at the count, we have an issue. Right. So, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back for about 3 minutes, and then I will figure that out. I'll be right back. Okay. So I'm back. Yes. Let's see. In here, basically. So, if I check that here, right? So if I equals structure, I use dot count, then we can print the egg. We have a location. I don't. It doesn't look like it because we don't pass the node here. So I'll need to take care of that. For now, I'll just do this. Let's make sure it works. Unknown field. Alright, and we'll use we could even do struct. It's kind of long, but that's okay. Struct string view struct. Okay. So that should pretty much do it. We did expression before string. Oh yeah, it's string hard, not string. Yeah. Hard. There you go. You are okay. I'm messing up very bad. Okay, you are. That's what it is. And expected that. So I forgot a semicolon. And let's see. Oh yeah, no, that's not right. Hang on. Oh shoot, because I still check this here, so I need to get rid of that, right? And then we can just do that. So if we get to the end, it will just stay there. Unknown field is obstructed. Okay, so now we shouldn't be able to access it in expressions. If I do that though, that is a correct field. And it does work. Okay. And X as well is correct. Okay. Okay, there we go. So that is good. Yeah, so only other place is in like structure assignment, so I'll get to that as well. Okay, yeah, so it's okay as well. Alright, that is helpful. Okay, so we can't accidentally do that. We should be able to declare an empty one as well. Let's try that. Here it is. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, normal C-like. Alright, without the braces though. The parentheses. Alright, yeah. Okay, I see. So else that. I'd like that. Mm-hmm. Overall idea is that actually, oh shoot, I might want to use that. I was thinking of making L if, but else expression that could work too. Okay, just thinking. Oh, okay. So rental overall idea is that this makes. Okay, multiple conditions, less visually cluttered, easier to reorder conditions. Each condition starts on its own line. Okay, if okay, it's like a right. So that's like a match, right? Is that what it's called in Rust and stuff? Code block would some and like okay. Code block would sometimes be more indented. Uh-huh. Yeah, so that's like an else cause. If that. Okay, I like that. How match looks in the language with its on. Yeah, yeah, okay. So match. Uh-huh. Right. Like match is trigger for if else change. Yeah, yeah, I like that. I quite like that. If can also return a value since it's an expression. Okay. Right, I see. Okay, yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Does look similar. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah, that's pretty cool actually. I kind of like that. Kind of like that. So this is but single if with the code block is double indented. Mm, right. Okay. So this is a language that you are working on, right? Yes. Is it open source? Like, do you have a link for it if you want to share? If not, obviously that's fine. But if you would, that'd be cool to look at. Okay, that's good. That is good there. So let me go field assign. What am I doing here? The structure name. No, that's the not the structure name, but the value of it. The var name. Uh-huh. So I need to check that in here. In a similar way, let's see. Actually, do I already from that game? Sir, okay, so that does work. Yeah, it's reusability, perfect. Okay, so now I should be able to assign to invalid fields, and that will write out of memory. So let me assign to fields that are in here. So I make this L, that, and there we go. Okay, okay, we got one. Oops, 55. Oops. Okay, that is pretty cool. So we can do that. I will make this. I should have done it before. Let's see, add field something for structs. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Okay, that was good. So yeah, we can make like this now. So this can be beta stir and then running. Language is done. So we're in the checking phase and then LVM back in and doc overview is editing. Okay. Okay, still. Yeah, written Rust makes sense. Windows. Just kidding. Okay. Alright, core. What is LS? Oh, LSP, okay. Rotating from C++ to Rust, it was a big learning curve to get to this. Okay, nice, nice. So you had the entire thing written in Rust, or you started out in, or written in C++, sorry. Then you started out in C++ and then have migrated what you had. Okay, AST, alright, so a lot of stuff here. Yeah, Arena. Let me look at this. Work in progress compiler, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but I just want to kind of look at some of the stuff. So let's look at that. Uh-huh. All right, how long? Quite a bit. So in C++ without knowing anything about compilers. All right, nice. How long ago have you started it? 537 commits. That is quite a few. Token is very cool. All right, I might look at that then. Token. All right, let's look at that one. I'm not very familiar with Rust, by the way. Like, I've done a little bit in it, but yeah, not super familiar. But I just want to go. How do you just want to look at the oldest one? Is this probably not the best way to do that? Uh-huh. Token and token gen. Okay. Alright, this is that. Okay, use crate. Alright, that's the AST, right? Uh-huh. Expressions. Uh-huh. Don't look at this. Wait, why is that reversed? Oh, don't look at old commit. Yeah, no, I was just seeing when the first one was. I won't look at it. Wait, was it in C++ or was that a different repo? Yeah, but don't be embarrassed. Do not be embarrassed by any old code. Okay, let's see. Macro, yeah, so macros kind of confuse me, not gonna lie. Rust macros, especially. I'm starting to understand C macros, but Rust macros, they're different, obviously. They are confusing in a different way. Uh-huh. I can get an idea. Right. So how does this work? Token mod RS at the bottom. Okay. Mm, if equal. T macro, which you can pass actual token and get the enum back. Hello, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you for following. Is it Assad? Is that how you pronounce that? I do apologize if I mess it up. Okay, let's see. Made a T macro, which you can pass actual token and get the enum back. Ooh, okay. I see. Yes. All right. Good. How you doing? All right. Token from character. Right. Okay. I'd like that. That's pretty cool. Then this is all right. Yeah, Rust has some cool stuff. Been on. Uh-huh. Yeah, so that's the binary stuff. It's getting scary this Rust code. Yeah, me too. Yes, indeed. This is not my code. This is I can leave a link to it. Let's see, right there. It is not finished. It's unfinished, of course, but well, actually, it's already in the chat, so you can just scroll up a little. I don't need to leave the link. Yeah. Not mine. I don't know what's going on here. Very cool macro. Yeah, Rust has some cool macro stuff that you can do. And it's 1K lines of code. Alright, that is pretty cool. I like that. Token list. What is... Okay, this is not macro stuff. So, alright, I see. This is just token stuff. I see. Alright. I want to look at the ledger now. So this uses the token stuff. So let's see how you use that. We have, right. Let's char. There we go. C style Rust. It looks like Rust style Rust to me. But yeah, I don't know a lot of Rust, so and what is this self.eat? Where is the eat? Actually, is that at the top? Eat, yeah. It's then by too much iterator method chain. Oh, okay, that's what you meant. Like simple, yeah. Okay, very cool. Okay, so how you said. Alright, the checking phase, alright. That is where you're at, I see. Alright. AST is cool. AST is always pretty cool. Immutable fully. Nice. That is cool. Not something my C brain can comprehend, though. Right. Let's see. Okay, X per Chi. Uh-huh. Alright, type's nice. Okay. I see. Let me look at this, and then I have to get back to what I was actually doing. How long? Alright. Let me actually go to the parser. What does that look like? Cursor? Yeah. So it's the struct. Right. Right. Parser is actual parsing code. Yeah. Makes sense. Alright, let's see. Can we go to comma separated list? Yeah, I don't really know what's going on there. I could work through it, but where is? I want to go to the. Is that at the bottom? Alright, match. Dang, 1,000 lines. That's a lot. Right. Okay. Oh yeah, I do have to get back to it. I will start it. Probably want to go through and read that on my own time though. I've never really read a compiler written in Rust, so that is interesting. A lot of stuff for Rust. I'm not very familiar with it, as I said before. Wait, what was I doing? I don't remember actually. Ooh, yeah, I wanted to look at this. Yeah, we can wait, why doesn't it exist? So I need to we can look at length. Yeah, basically a string data. String data thing. So if you don't know Rust, yeah. I do want to get more familiar. Like I want to keep C as like my primary language that I get very good at. Good for C standards or whatever. But yeah, I'd like to learn Rust and really just sort of the functional programming side in general. So that stuff, it's interesting. Hard to wrap my head around, but yeah, I think it's useful to learn. Yeah. So I might integrate this, like make the standard library, and then have a string, which is basically just a string view, right? And have functions to work with it. I think that would work. That would work good. Instead of integrating it on the level of the language, but instead on the level of the standard library. Has some functional field, but it's general. Yeah. I get that. Yeah. Like, it was easier for me to get started and actually write stuff in Rust compared to some more functional programming languages that I've tried. Functional, yeah. It seems like it's made for that, but you don't have to necessarily do it that way. And also, people yell at you if you don't, right? Mutability rules are restricted. Yeah. How do you this? It's gonna print out the pointer, right? Or well, it's gonna be a random number because it is, yeah, it's a pointer basically. I can write. What? Why did that fail? That's not good. Right. Segfault. Huh. $11.20 total. Let's go. Yeah. Probably won't make the goal. I kind of set it too high. But I'll just do it anyway. Once that one ends. Oh yeah. Thank you for following, by the way. Well, let's go. What happened though? Oh shoot. What is this? Hang on. Is that right? Oh, that's running into the memory. So, yeah, where is it? It's failing at the right call, right? The native one. This one. I need, that. There. Is it not a good one? No. That is interesting. So why would that happen? I suppose I could GDB, right? Let's see where it fails. Tire. 10. Let's break on run instructions. Alright, let's see. Let us see. It says some as a format. Oh, it is one. Well, it is technically one, but it's the one that I made, right? So basically, right, the language that I'm working on, it has 3 layers to it, right? So I have the, at the highest layer, there's the language that I'm working on, right? Kino script, that's what it's called. And then right below that, there's the, this is just a temporary phase, but there is the assembly for it, which is called titanium assembly, right? Because that's the virtual machine name. But I did find out that there is another one called turbo assembler that already exists, so I do need to change the name. But it is not that. It is not the turbo assembler. It is titanium assembly, which I made. It is basically a human readable version of the bytecode for the virtual machine. And just temporarily, I'm compiling it into the assembly, which then gets assembled into the bytecode. But in the future, it's going to compile directly to the bytecode. It's just easier to debug right now in that way. Yeah, not an LLVM user. Yes, indeed. Never worked with that at all. I don't know how it works exactly. One that was interesting to me. What was it called? I think it was like QBE, something like that. Backend. It's like LLVM. I think the hair language is it. You also wrote a VM for it. Yes. I wrote the VM quite a while ago. Hey, what? QBE. Yeah, this one. That looked interesting to me. I might want to look into that sometime. Using it for your current lane. You're using QBE. Yeah, this looks interesting. I think, yeah, so I have the virtual machine, right? Here. I think I want to compile it from the bytecode to QBE. Seems to be a dead problem. Really? I thought it was pretty active. February 16th. That's not too bad. Yeah, 2 days ago. It doesn't look to be dead to me. Maybe I missed it. Yeah, well, I don't know. It seems pretty, at least somewhat, like there's at least some commits going on. Oh, but yeah, it looked interesting to me. Not easy to find, yeah. It's not as big as LOVM, so that makes sense. Yeah, I think what I want to do, though, is for the virtual machine that I have, the bytecode of it, I want to be able to compile it into this QBE. I think that could be interesting. Like a, a transpiler, perhaps you might call it. Not exactly, but something like that. I think that could be cool. Does optimization 2 for much less code than LVM? Yeah, it's like 80% or something like that, right? I think that's what it says. Oh, 70% of the performance of industrial optimizing compilers and 10% of the code. Yeah, 70%. Yeah, it says it right here. Yeah. Yeah, that's what seemed interesting to me. Like, as far as I know, right, from what I've heard, LVM is kind of slow, right, when you're compiling. Because there's so much. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I saw that as well. That's actually how I heard of it, from Soding. Mr. Soding. Um, let's see. There's some stuff I could look at. Yeah, so that is the IR. The IR, that's what it says. Well, that's the intermediate representation, so I don't know. Okay, so you do have to do it to the text one. It's kind of weird. Yeah, the A pattern. Yeah. That would make sense, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah, it looks like you just have to use the text. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, still be faster to parse and compile than LLVM. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It looked interesting to me, and I think that could be cool. And Zig, right? Currently they compile to LLVM, right? Like their language, Zig. But I think they're working on their own backend as well, right? And that could be promising as well. I don't know if it's open right now. But yeah, that could be interesting too. Because LLVM kind of bloated, right? Anyway, let me go through this. See where it actually segments at. Let's continue. And I cannot really. Okay, start it. Everyone does LLVM. Yeah. I do know that. Let's see. I imagine it's at the right. Switching off LLVM takes a lot of my notes. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. What is that here? I think this is where it's gonna fail. Right about here. Yeah. I do have to go in a minute, so let me see. It's gonna go to the right. Okay, and then it failed, and I didn't get to see, but it is on the right. I don't know if Zig pays for it yet. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I just have heard that they have done that. It's a pretty large project, though. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so that is interesting. So am I doing something wrong here? Am I grabbing the wrong one? Is that what the issue is? So indupe 0. Um. Well, you know what? Well, no. Oh shoot. Okay, I know what it is. That needs to be 8. Whoops, and now something is frozen. I don't know why. Okay, for some reason my text editor froze. Okay, very nice. Yeah, okay, I know what the issue is with that. That is a thing for sure. Alright, so I'm not gonna really fix that now. That is an issue with the type. Okay, I just still hang on. Okay. I could have sworn that's what it would be. Oh, but when we're writing it as well, it's the same thing. Yeah, it's an issue with the type system currently. Because of the way I'm painting things. See, it doesn't work. Am I modifying the wrong places? Oh yeah, but not enough is allocated either, so that is an issue. Alright, hey, let me try something. That I'll point to instead. Yeah, then it works. Okay, yes, the issue is the way I stored it is a stir. It's just like own data type. And then I set it to one character, so you could index it, the size of it. Right, because when you make an array, or when you make a string like that, you want to be able to index it so you can do, you know, I think of 1 equals a character. So I set the size equal to 1, so that's what it's reading. So I need to fix that, so that it is treated as though it is a pointer, right? But I can't do that now. So I will forget what I've got. So I don't know, what did I change? Really, yeah, no, okay. I did something. What was the last thing I did? Yeah, struct field reassignment, and then I did some struct field check. I guess there is nothing. So I guess I did it already. So I'll push that. And I do have to go. So that's gonna be about it. Okay. Yes, indeed. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Good talk as well. Had some good